Our first stop takes us back to the late 17th century, to the St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida. This towering beacon of light hides a chilling tale. It's said that the spirits of two young girls, daughters of the lighthouse keeper who tragically drowned, can still be heard laughing in the dead of night. Visitors claim to have seen ghostly figures in the tower, and some have even reported feeling an icy chill run down their spine as they ascend the lighthouse steps. Next, we travel forward in time to the early 18th century, to the Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana. This antebellum estate, with its grandiose facade, is considered one of America's most haunted homes. The ghost of a former slave named Chloe, who was hanged for poisoning the plantation owner's family, is said to roam the premises. Reports of phantom footsteps, mysterious knocks, and spectral sightings of Chloe herself have kept visitors on their toes, and the Myrtles Plantation on the list of haunted hotspots. Fast forward to the mid-19th century, deep into the heart of Texas, we find the infamous White Sanitarium. This former mental hospital is home to countless stories of ghostly patients who never left. Disembodied voices echo through the abandoned halls, and shadowy figures appear at the windows. The chilling story of a nurse who vanished without a trace, only to be found years later, skeletal remains in a sealed-off room, adds a grim note to the sanitarium's haunted history. The last leg of our spectral journey brings us to the early 20th century, to the Sloss Furnaces in Alabama. This industrial site turned National Historic Landmark is said to be haunted by the ghost of a cruel foreman. Workers claim to have felt his oppressive presence and have heard his harsh voice yelling at them to get back to work. The Sloss Furnaces, with its dark tunnels and towering smokestacks, casts a long, ominous shadow over the city of Birmingham. In the quiet corners of the southern states, where history and mystery intertwine, these haunted places stand as eerie reminders of a past not quite forgotten. Each place, with its spectral inhabitants and chilling tales, forms an integral part of the region's haunted history. As we close this spectral journey, remember, these are not just places, they are stories, echoes of a time long past. They are reminders that sometimes the past refuses to stay buried. As we walk through life, it's worth remembering that we tread not just on solid ground, but also on layers of history, layers of stories, layers of lives once lived. And who knows, perhaps some of these stories, some of these lives still linger in the corners of our world, waiting to be heard.